Hi, I'm Anshu Sharma. We are discussing part 3 of our series of talks on toxic relationships. If you haven't seen part 1 and part 2, I strongly recommend you to listen to these parts. For your convenience, I have put the links below. In part 1, we discussed how in your immediate family and society you come across a few dominant, controlling, manipulative or aggressive people whose behavior you find overwhelming and even unbearable. In part 2, we discuss various situations under which you experience negative emotions and a desire to break free. We also discussed various symptoms that you can identify with and how unclear first chakra affects your life. In this talk, we will discuss and focus on a few short-term and a few long-term relief strategies. Breaking free from toxic relationship is never easy. There are issues involved. Some of these issues may remain unresolved even after you have moved away. And for many years, you may suffer mentally, emotionally, and even physically. So, unless it is life-threatening, a sudden and an impulsive break free is to be avoided. Running away may not be healthy for you and for people around you because you still haven't dealt with the deeper issues underneath. Young parents wish to live life their own way due to their inherent desire for individuality. Rightly so. But they feel torn apart when they are having issues with some of the people their children love. Children thrive in a group environment that families, grandparents, and society provide. So being too vocal or totally cutting families and tribes off doesn't help, but only aggravates negative emotions in everyone involved. So what do we do? To begin with, being aware is the key. Being aware is not a small step, but it's a huge step because now you are no longer suppressing what is really troubling you. You are aware of the thoughts you are thinking, the feelings and emotions you are feeling, and you are aware of the situation you are in. Only by acknowledging and accepting the situation as it is, you can strive to find a solution. Care is to be taken in taking actions only after considering its consequences. Regular introspection brings qualities of tolerance, patience, conscious thinking, and actions in you. By asking a very basic question to yourself repeatedly helps. That question is, in the face of what is, what can I do? Right now, in my present situations. You can then discover your responses. How small a response may be. You slowly and steadily rise above victimhood and you awaken a great warrior in yourself. Let us discuss some short-term strategies you can think while facing or you can take while facing a controlling or manipulative or overpowering person. Breathe. and become aware of the rising energies in you. Feel your heart palpitating and become aware of your rising heartbeats. Observe the emotions within. More observant you are of your emotions, better control you will develop in dealing with them. Usually dominant people want you to do something, engage you in some sort of activity or a conversation. At that time, keeping quiet but remaining alert helps. A strong outburst or any other reaction can be avoided. At that time, neutral statements like, "That is interesting. This matter can be discussed in a peaceful and a quieter atmosphere later on. I see your point of view. Right now is not the right time for me." Extra, these statements can buy you time. The whole conversation can then be processed by you later on. When you are calm and collected, you can think, decide, and modify your responses. That will benefit you and the people around you. Maintaining healthy boundaries rigidly and regularly also helps a great deal. Boundaries that are physical, mental, and emotional in nature. Boundaries give you space. At first, when taken mentally and with purity, boundaries will show themselves outside too, in your physical environment. Why? Because inner and outer is the same. If outer in physical environment you cannot draw out your boundaries for the lack of space, then do so mentally at first. Detach from the situation. Observe yourself and the people involved. Be a witness. Develop the ability to detach and observe. Keep your attention and focus on the positive outcomes. That benefits all. Generally, controlling people distract you. Take your attention away. Manipulate and guide you in doing what they wish to achieve. They plant seeds of doubts, fear, blame, and guilt in you. By being aware of it, you can protect yourself. Developing alertness, patience, control, and most important, self-control helps you. Now we discuss some long-term strategies to balance our first chakra. Listening to binaural beats of 256 Hz is the frequency of first chakra. Envision the color red glowing at the base of your spine. Do dance, yoga, tai chi, gardening, or simply walk with conscious connection to Mother Earth. Do or take up any physical activity which you like, such as painting, music, cooking, shopping, or writing. You can do mantra, which is lam, lam, or simply E, with the focus on the base of your spine. Producing seed sound, lang, by putting the lips in a square shape and pushing the tongue in a square shape against your palate. You can take help of aromatherapy using essential oils such as ylang ylang, rosemary, patchouli, sandalwood and myrrh. You can try, research and eat root chakra healing foods. You can use crystals and stones which are good to balance your root chakra, which are jasper, bloodstone, garnet, hematite, rhodochrosite, jet and smoky quartz. You can do pranic or chakra healing. You can do the meditation on the tip of the nose. Most important of all, please do not suppress or carry the burden of your negative emotions. Integrate them. Please subscribe to my channel and also press the bell button, because sometime soon I will be taking emotional integration in details. When you take up emotional integration and you do it consciously, you not only balance your first chakra, you balance actually your all chakras. So you wouldn't want to miss it. There will be tons of helpful information. So please press the subscribe button and also the bell button so that you will be notified. Lastly, if you are unable to deal with your negative emotions yourself, please take therapy. There are qualified therapists who are ready to help. You can put your shame, pride or discomfort aside and seek help. That's all for today. I sincerely hope you take some steps to balance your first chakra. In our next talk on this series on toxic relationships, we will discuss how in dealing, not in running or breaking away, we are actually helping ourselves. And we will also throw some light how a balanced first chakra feels like. So stay tuned. Take care. Thanks for listening and bye for now.